What are we exactly risking? Are we risking the city, or can the city still thrive outside the EU?
No, we're not risking the city, and we're not risking the UK. It'll definitely have a negative impact. But what's often forgotten in this conversation is that the negative impact on Europe outside the UK will be very substantial, very fundamental, very profound. London is the cosmopolitan part of Europe. It has been so for the last 300-400 years, and to take that out of Europe from a global point of view makes Europe much less significant. So I think that has not quite sunk in yet. So when you think in terms of the concessions that are being asked, it seems like a very small price to pay, from my point of view, to keep the UK in. And I expect that conversation to start turning over the next few months as it becomes apparent that to Merkel and to the French and others that UK, there is a real risk.
Okay, but you're in the trenches on this. You've got to go out and hire people. There's somebody you really want now for Russian economics or for industrials within Germany and Switzerland. What's the dynamic of talking to young Turks on Wall Street about where they want to live? They want to live in London, right?
Indeed they do, and Brexit is not a big issue as far as hiring is concerned. For us, the competition from Silicon Valley is much more of an issue.
Interesting.
Much more of an issue. So it's not on people's radar at all.
When you look at the dynamics that we're facing right now, some of it does play with currency. If you get your 127 sterling, what does that do to the dynamics of city-to-city competition within Europe?
It's not very much. I think the rules contemplated by the ECB about shifting certain euro-denominated trading, repo markets and others, into Frankfurt, I think that's much more severe for us. That's a serious issue. Mm-hmm. And there is a general question that if you're outside a currency zone and a central bank wants certain activities, certain market activities, to be in the currency of the main trading bloc, and so I would expect more pressure from the ECB to make that happen. And that's more of an issue for having a different currency rather than the exchange rate.
Right.
David, thank you so much for now. David Folkerts, Landau.